Okay, what's up, guys? So this here is one door of a bifold door, and it had cracked. And if you could see, it cracked all the way, like halfway down the door. And the reason I'm showing you this is, and the crack stopped somewhere around here, right on the grain line. Now, what I did was I opened this up, I picked this up, and I stuck like a battery in there to keep it separated. And then I used a scrap paintbrush and a bunch of wood glue, and I really glue on both sides, top and bottom, all over glue. And then I clamped it. I actually had 3 more clamps here of these big furniture clamps. You could see this is a pipe clamp. These are available. These ones are like antique furniture clamps, but these you could get at like any hardware store. They're called pipe clamps. They go on like 1-inch round pipe. So you just can't glue wood. It doesn't have any strength. You have to clamp it. You have to glue and clamp it. So, and like this, really, his choice would be to get another door, but they would never be able to match the color, so he would have a weird looking door. His only real choice would be to replace all 4 of the doors to have them match the color. You're talking like $3,000-4,000 bucks. This is a custom this isn't like a cheap, this is a solid custom bifold door setup in the guy's kitchen. So I fixed it. Now, after a little touch up, staining, you're not going to see this crack at all. And it's going to have the strength that it had when it was new because we clamped it. If we just glued it, it wouldn't have any strength. So you just really sop the glue in there. Then you clamp it. You want your clamps to stand off a little bit because a lot of glue is going to squeeze out, and you're going to want to have like a wet rag. See my video on making old t-shirts into shop rags, come in really handy. You're going to want to have like a wet rag because you're going to be sopping off. Tons of glue is going to squeeze out both sides, and you just want to keep wiping that down and then rinsing the rag and squeezing it out and wiping it down, rinsing the rag, squeezing it out. And when you get all the glue off, it won't show when it's dry. So you have to clamp, you can't just glue, and you gotta really get that glue in there and then wipe off all the extra. And this thing's gonna go back into service. It's gonna be as good as new. We're gonna put a new hinge pin in there, and we're gonna mount it back in the guy's house in a couple of days, and it's gonna be back in service. I'm gonna get like maybe 250 bucks for this. For an hour's worth of work and a half hour at his house to take it down, and 15 minutes to take it down, 15 minutes to put it up. So there you go. And you can see we're like 4 feet away right now, and you can't see it unless you look for that crack. And I still haven't touched it up yet, so it's going to look really good. Now, if you want to see, the backside is unfinished. Let's see if we can get a look at the backside. It's unfinished, and the crack is here. Okay, that's the crack. And it goes all the way down. So this door was basically ruined from a teenage party at the house, teenagers, and I fixed it with a whole shitload of furniture clamps. So remember, you just can't glue wood, you got to clamp it.